Well, Dare to Care is helping Kentuckiana put healthy food on their plates all year long. And during the holiday season, the need for help can be bigger than ever. Joining us now with more on the work that they're doing and how you can support it is CEO Vincent James and Good Morning Kentuckiana's Eric King, who is working with WHAS11. It's kind of a lead on a program that we're going to kind of get into a little bit more. But first of all, thanks for joining us on Great Day Live. Thank you so much.
Of course,
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
You know, and I think we talk about the need right now.
Right.
And it's really year round.
Right.
You know, so kind of define what you're seeing right now is the need and how folks can help year round.
Well, Claudia, thank you for having us on. You know, this time of year, we continue to see the need. We see the need really 365 days a year. And we've seen over the past 2 years a 30 to 40% increase in need, unfortunately.
That's a huge percentage,
yes,
really.
Yes,
it is.
Huge. You know, when you've seen the pandemic benefits decreasing and have ended, also simultaneously you're seeing increases in food prices and transportation. And so this sort of perfect storm has been created. And unfortunately, those who were challenged during the pandemic, they're even more challenged now.
Right, and this has really kind of put the spotlight on equitable food access. And
Yes.
Eric, this is where you come in and WHAS putting the spotlight on this. What does that mean to Dare to Care? How do you resolve that? And then tell us about the program that you're working on, Eric.
Well, for us, it means that we recognize and acknowledge that hunger is not one size fit all proposition. It's multi-layered. And also when we think about our neighbors, they all have varying stories and different experiences. And so what Dare to Care is trying to do is to ensure that each neighbor that has a need, that we're able to meet that need and remove the barriers that exist. And so we're doing that through surveys and focus groups because we want to provide the most dignified experience, possible for someone who's in need until they are able to, continue to provide for themselves.
Yeah, and this recently came into your path because of a story you were working on.
Yeah, I went to Dare to Care simply to do a story on Vince. Not Dare to Care, but I like obviously profiling different people for their experiences and their backgrounds in the community. And as we were just having a conversation, Vincent was mentioning different things about it. It's one thing to talk about food insecurity, but there are layers that, are ripple effects after that. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about violence. For every 1% increase we see in food insecurity, we see a 10, 11, 12% rise in violent crime. So there's a correlation there. So we turned that conversation that we were having out of just genuine conversation about you into a special about food insecurity and its correlations to other social problems that we have. And true to form, WHAS and its parent company, Tegna, has decided to look at this not as a story, but as an initiative. What can we do to be part of the solution? And Vincent and his team were great in coming back with how we can come up with a way to help. And this is where you all come in. Our corporate company, Tegna, has decided to match up to $5,000 in donations with Dare to Care. So you all chip in, we'll chip in, and we'll match upwards of $5,000. There's a link that we have for you to do that online. We'll make it easy for you to find. There it is, donate.daretocare.org. If you click on that, you can make a donation directly to Dare to Care. And again, we will match that up to $5,000. And I think it's important, Vince, to point out that when people make donations to you, that goes directly into the community.
Yes, it goes directly into the community because, one of the things that's amazing, and we would prefer people to provide the resources and through donations because for every dollar that's donated, we're able to provide 3.5 meals. So, with the $5,000 match, if that's the match, you're talking about 30,000 meals, 30,000 plus meals in the community. That goes right back in the community to serve our neighbors.
Yeah, and we're very proud of that. We don't, all of our reporters will tell you this, from our reporters to our management team, we don't pitch stories. We try to pitch initiatives. What can we do to be part of the solution? And I think you guys have set the framework in motion.
Well, we're really excited about it, Eric. Having the opportunity to serve our neighbors in a way that is dignified, that provides them with the resources that they need. And we receive so much joy in being able to give. And there's no better opportunity for a human being to be able to share with another human being that experience of being able to help. And that's what we're going to do. That's why we challenge people to Dare to Care.
See, he makes you want to help, right?
I know. It's just, congratulations. You've been there for what, 2 years?
2 years now.
And I think you bring a different set of eyes to the program. Programs are changing. Times have changed.
Absolutely.
We have to look at things differently, right? And
Right.
for you to see that is as well, I mean, that's who you are. You always look at things differently and uniquely, that it is not one size fits all
No.
anymore at all. And that requires you probably to serve more, to spend more money.
Yes.
And something like this can really kind of help you guys for months to come.
Yes, yes. We're extremely excited about the opportunity to be able to serve our neighbors and meet them where they are.
Yeah.
And because a lot of times, you know, we want to think that it's one size fits all. We put food in a box and that's it. But it's so much more complex than that and so much multi-layered. And so we're unlayering the challenges that we're seeing and the barriers that exist and being able to provide the right need at the right time for our neighbors in need.
Well, thank you so much. Eric, thank you for the special. Thank you for putting the light on and sharing the story. I think
Yes.
sometimes when somebody speaks it out loud, it puts attention on it in a whole different way. It speaks it into an existence
Absolutely.
that, whoa, this is a problem.
We're just
And this
following
is-
our natural curiosity,
right,
you know?
Right,
Yeah.
and thank you for all you're doing, Vincent, at Dare to Care.
Thank
Great
you, Claudia.
leadership there. And once again, you know, this is where you come in. We'd love for you to help. So our parent company can match up to $5,000. If you help right now, just go to donate.daretocare.org.